All right, so let's go through the preset I was using in that recording just now. This is a new dual amp preset that I created that I'm really liking, that's combining a Marshall Plexi with a Mesa Boogie Lonestar. So let's go through the preset real quick. So we come in, the first thing we hit is we have a compressor that I'm using for some of the lead tones, and we'll talk about that later. And then we're splitting. On one side, we're going to a Marshall Plexi into I'm using the 412 of the Mesa Boogie with the V3001. And then the other track is going to the Lonestar Clean with a similar 4x12 cabinet, but just to give it a little bit different dimension, I'm using the 03 cabinet there. I'm using this utility gain to invert the phase because we've got that phase issue with the two amps together. If you don't know about that, I just made a video about that as I was trying to put this together. I'll link to that here. And then coming out of that, I've got a low high cut here to cut off some of the high end for the lead tones. And then I got dual delay running. One's at 500 milliseconds, one's at 350, your typical kind of Andy Timmons halo kind of thing, and then some reverb here at the end, again, to give it a little bit of ambience there. And then there's three scenes on this preset. The first is just the amps, and it's got a really nice... The Marshall's got a little bit of breakup on it. The Mesa's pretty clean, and it's just a very nice mix. The second preset is, the second scene is engaging the compressor, and it's taming a little of the top end, and it's still pretty clean, but it's kind of more of a lead. So the playing I was just doing in the kind of the bridge section in the middle where I'm going. That's this tone. And then the last scene I have is just turning on the this obsessive drive. And I played around with where to put this. For a while I had it running into both amps. Then I tried it just into the Marshall. And in the end I ended up just using it just into the Lonestar. And so the Marshall is staying relatively clean just with this kind of breakup. And then this adds some girth to Lonestar. I'm really liking that. And one thing I'll mention is on this scene, I am dropping the low frequency a little bit, just to smooth the top end on this lead a little bit more than it was before. So I'm really liking those two together. There's a lot of clarity to it, but it's nice and thick and smooth. So, like I said, this preset is available on my profile. Feel free to download it and play around with it. Thanks.